So LeBron excuses part 2. Let's talk about it.
Don't ever underestimate the heart of a champion.
Okay, Ring Culture, welcome back to Ring Culture, where we play no games, we just spit game about the game we love. Before we get into this video, go over to my reaction page, The Nuclear Reactor. Check out my sports reactions, y'all will love it over there. But back over here at Ring Culture, like and comment down below. That's how y'all get me into the algorithm. Subscribe and hit the bell notification so y'all can be notified for every time I upload, and share my videos so we can grow this community over here. So a few weeks ago I did a video that I made a short out of. Just a short. I'm going to show y'all this short real quick. He would take 4 rings and 22 seasons and 10 finals appearances with 6 losses over 6 rings and 15 seasons and no losses. Make that. So that was just me saying what one of LeBron ball boys is saying. And look, if you're not a LeBron ball boy or delusional fan, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about the delusional ones. And a lot of them showed up in the comment section of that short. Oh, first of all, I'd like to thank everybody for the comments. I try to reply to all the comments in a timely manner. I love the debate. I love the interaction. Even the cats I don't disagree with who are going to be featured in this video. So in that short, I'm obviously only saying what one of LeBron ball boys said to me. I'm not asking a question. I'm simply saying that this person said he would take a losing finals record with more losses and more time than a winner final record with no losses and less time. That doesn't make any sense. But the comments is what actually made this hilarious. I mean, this thing was shared a lot of times, and the comments, oh my, listen to this, listen. Good. We just gonna go over some of the comments. This one guy said the same way you would take 6 rings and 15 seasons instead of 11 and 13. Who said that? Again, 11 rings and 13 seasons with 1 loss is incredible. I would take that or 6 rings and 15 seasons. Both of those. They are vastly different than 4 rings and 22 seasons with 6 losses. Yeah, come on. Come on. Either one, 11 and 1 and 13 seasons, 6 and 0 and 15 seasons with no losses. Those are both amazing stats. Let's go down. Y'all can pause to read some of them. I'm not going to read all of them. There was a lot of comments on this. Oh, this guy. There's a documentary about the refs talking about the Bulls in the 90s. Go find it. Most importantly, in the 80s era, the mob was ending for Chicago. Gambling scene was a thing. Somehow Jordan was a big deal. Sales went up. And those people who extorted those refs at the time was in on a lot. Plus horrible rebuild seasons throughout the 90s. Look it up. Only team did twice was an honorable Olajuwon. Knows how you throw Olajuwon in there. The mob is still getting at refs and players till today. We just had a gambling bomb that went off in the NBA last week. So what is this guy talking about? Anything to take credit away from Jordan and put it on LeBron. Where's the other one? Here you go, listen to this. Do the math. 15 seasons and only 6 finals. That means 9 years MJ didn't do jack until he got Hall of Fame caliber players LJ went to the finals basically every other year in 22 seasons, and you can't name 5 Hall of Fame players on his team. First of all, before I answer this, the Hall of Fame is not a measure of how good or great your team was. The way the player was at the time is a measure of how good or great your team was. Okay? And he played with all-stars at the time. But if we want to talk about Hall of Fame players, you see my answer. Wade, Bosh, Allen, Kyrie, Love, AD, Westbrook, Melo, Howard, Rondo, Luka, etc. LeBron has had the most help in NBA history. Come on, bruh. You can't name 5 Hall of Fame players that LeBron played with? Are you insane? LeBron, throughout his career, LeBron played with 8 number 1 draft picks. Also, if you tally up the number of all-star appearances that LeBron teammates made throughout their career, is well over 110. So this is nonsense. Anything to make LeBron look good. Let's go down. Polo hoodie. Thanks, bruh. Stop looking over Kobe. Straight up. My best friend and I had a similar convo about LeBron, and don't get me wrong, I fuck with LeBron overall. He is the best, but I told my boy that if he would have won 7 chips, he would not still be in the league this long. Don't nobody but ex-players care about scoring titles. Straight up. It's about the rings. That's why this channel was Ring Culture. Tired of the same argument. This one was funny. Bron went to 10 straight finals with 3 different teams coming out of both conferences. Gotta put some respect on his name regardless. Not to mention, he took out the 73-9 Warriors, brought a chip to the land. This guy said Jordan couldn't ever do that, wouldn't get along with nobody, first off. Hold up. All right, let me answer the first one. I'm in the comment section. You can see it. LeBron, who went to 1 finals in the West and got a championship in the bubble. Kudos. But LeBron people make it seem like LeBron just went to 3 teams as constructed and just took them to the finals, when they try to ignore all the all-star dominant players he played with. LeBron led his team to the finals in 07. He did a great job. He choked in that finals. Then he ran to Miami with Wade, who was a scoring champ, who was a finals MVP and a champ already. He already had a ring. And Bosh, who was the face of the Toronto Raptors, they went with him to Miami. So he didn't lead them anywhere. He ran to Dwayne Wade. Him and Bosh ran to Dwayne Wade. Now you have 3 of the top 10 or 11 players in the league on one team. He went to the finals with that team twice, 4 years in a row. And then he won 2 of them. Obviously, he lost 2. Then he ran when Dwayne Wade in 2014. Dwayne Wade knee in that finals against the Spurs, who they still should have beat. That Spurs team was old as hell. Instead, they got beat by a record margin, the largest margin of defeat in NBA Finals history. He ran back to Cleveland with Kyrie Irving, who was one of the best point guards in the league, and Kevin Love, who was the best power forward in the league. That team went to the finals a few times. He did a great job against the 73-9 Warriors. I give LeBron credit. To me, that's his most impactful championship ring that he ever won, because at some point in that series, something clicked and he was actually playing like he should have been playing. Then he went to the Lakers. He was only able to get AD, who was the best power forward at that time, to come play with him. But he tried to get Kawhi, he tried to get Paul George. They get there a few years. Remember the first year he went to LA, AD wasn't there. He had his team in 4th place, which was good in the West. He got hurt, came back, the Lakers slid, and he said he was activating his playoff intensity early so he can get the Lakers to the playoffs. They proceeded to go like 11-14. The next year, AD came. He was only able to get AD there, but then they won the bubble championship. He got AD, then he got Westbrook. He got Melo to come there, Rondo. He had Howard. He had a lot of great players around him, and he had great players. Some of them was just out of their prime, but they were still way above average players playing with him in LA. So come on, that's how he went to all those finals in the East. Remember, the East was called the least in conference when LeBron James played in the East. And also keep in mind the fact that I wasn't asking a question. I was just saying what a LeBron delusional fan said to me. So these are a lot of red herring. These are a lot of straw men that people are building. They're saying, they're building up something I did not say and answering that. It's all about rings in every sport. Exactly. You forgot to mention that he's also the all-time leader scoring, and it's going to be top 10 in all major categories by the end of his career. Has nothing to do with what I said. All I was saying was a LeBron fan comparison of the finals records and the wins and losses in the finals and the time that they played in the league. But if you really want to be nitpicky about this, I also answered this guy and said, you forgot to mention that he's the all-time leader in turnovers, missed shots. He's the all-time leader in losses in the playoffs. I think he's the all-time leader in turnovers in playoffs. He lost the most all-star games. He lost the most finals individual games with 33. You know what I'm saying? But I noticed that LeBron ball boys have no problem mentioning longevity stats when they're positive. But they won't mention the longevity stats when they're negative towards LeBron. LeBron's a player's whole career is what get weighed on the scales in the end, not just his good. What is this? Who are y'all getting this stuff from? I'm a fan of LeBron, and I don't know any real. Oh no, this guy was saying something different than I thought he was saying. Bill Russell was the GOAT. Don't forget Steve Kerr. LeBron versus Jordan. If Jordan won a couple championships as a owner or a coach, I would say he's the best. Has nothing to do with his NBA career. Nothing to do with his NBA playing career. That's again another straw man. I'm talking about them players and Kerr. What is Kerr? Kerr won a couple championships as a coach. He's better than MJ. Come on, bro. I'm a fucking lie. MJ was playing expansion teams. The first round was the best of 5, not the best of 7 championships are won by teams and organizations. This is what LeBron ball boys do. Go look up the years that expansion teams came in the league. They try to make expansion teams MJ's whole resume. Not to mention, those expansion teams were the Charlotte Hornets were very successful after that. Matter of fact, I think Jordan played them in the second round in '98. I don't want to go all into that, but it's a part of this. Championships are won by teams and organizations. If that's the case, then stop saying LeBron has 4 rings then. Stop saying LeBron has any championships. What do you mean it's won by organizations? The only reason this dude is saying this is because LeBron James can't win enough rings in their mind to get him directly in the GOAT conversation. That's all it is. LeBron James organizations have a part in winning championships. The players do too. When you are the leader of a team, you get the good You get the praise and you get the blame. LeBron James, you want to just organization, so LeBron has no rings whatsoever. So he's not in the GOAT conversation. It's insane. Longevity stats don't make you the GOAT. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for years was the NBA leading scorer with 6 finals, with 6 championships, 2 finals MVPs, and 6 league MVPs. He wasn't the GOAT. It was Michael Jordan over him. I think he was considered the GOAT before Jordan by and large, but no. Yeah. Magic resume. Jordan took the Wizards to... No, he didn't. Jordan missed the playoffs with the Wizards. This one was funny. No losses. He played 15 years and only got 6 rings. He took a lot of fucking losses. Come on, bro. You know what I'm talking about. Y'all can pause to read. I talked to him about that. Insane. But there's someone with 8 rings, so should he be the GOAT? This is a common refrain from LeBron delusional ball boys. They'll say, if someone has 8 rings, who has 8 rings? It was Russell's teammate. I forget his name, but Russell has 11. Then they'll say Horry has 7. Again, has nothing to do with what I said in the short. The short was just saying what LeBron Ballboy said to me, comparing LeBron finals resume, wins or losses, and the length of career it took to get those championships and wins and losses. Had nothing to do with whether rings make someone the most rings make someone the GOAT. We all know that rings are a part of a player's resume. Jordan doesn't have the most rings out of the lead dog on the team. Russell does. Russell has 11. The problem is Russell wasn't the best player on all 11 of his championships. Jordan definitely was. Jordan was the alpha dog on all of his championship teams. And he had 6 finals MVPs to go with it. Russell was great. Now, if we're just stripping away who was the best player on those teams and just comparing Russell 11-1 and 13 season to Jordan 6-0 and 15 seasons, I would take either one of those. Also, the league was there wasn't a lot of teams in the league back when Russell did it. It's still a great accomplishment, but either one is dominant to me. So, but this is just a straw man. The amount of championships alone don't make you the GOAT. LeBron ball boys know that. Listen, I remember vividly when before LeBron won his Disney ring. The refrain is again now. Championships or organization is a team accomplishment. When LeBron won that championship, all LeBron delusional ball boys was singing his praises. He has 4 rings now. He's the GOAT. Which one is it? Is it a team accomplishment? Because it's a team accomplishment when LeBron can't win, but when LeBron wins, it's him, and they count those championships. It's nonsense. What about we all take 11 rings? I ain't got no problem with that. But, okay. That's cap. Jordan lost every other time besides those 6 times. Didn't even make the finals only them 6 times. So what? So what? What LeBron Ballboy said to me was he would take 4 rings, 6 losses, and 22 seasons over 6 rings, 0 losses, and 15 seasons. Who is saying Michael Jordan did not? Who is saying Michael Jordan made it to the finals every year of his career? No NBA player does that. This is just a straw man. It's insane. Replay those rings, and it was 99.7 LeBron and 3 the team Jordan never won the series without Pippen, 100% fact, meaning LeBron took whoever Jordan needed, Scottie Pippen. LeBron took whoever. LeBron took Wade, who he ran to, who was already a Finals MVP, who was already a champ, who was already a scoring champ. He took Bosh, who was one of the best players in the league, the face of Toronto. He took Kyrie, one of the best young point guards in the league. He took Kevin Love, who was the best power forward in the league. AD, at the time he played, the best power forward in the league. Westbrook just came over 4 seasons out of 5, averaging a triple-double. Carmelo Anthony, are you insane? He didn't take whoever. LeBron never took whoever. LeBron ran to 2 of the best players at a time so they can drag his sorry ass to the finals, and his media would promote LeBron as if he brought those guys to the finals. Let me answer one more thing, because I answered this in my first LeBron excuses video. There's this refrain going around that LeBron James, that these guys weren't winners until they came to LeBron. Number one, LeBron wasn't a winner until he ran to D-Wade. Second of all, how about these guys who are not winners team up 3 at a time? 3 at a time. And do you think they might win something then? Of course. Come on, man. He formed super teams. It's nonsense. I'm only going to do one more. No losses. Y'all can see these. This is all going to be visible for y'all. Changing the subject. Y'all read that? How many do I have? 0. I'm not in the NBA. Who cares? He cares. Now, this might be good. Let's tell the whole story. How many first-round exits Mike got? What about the percentage of years and playoffs at all? Michael Jordan has 2 first-round exits. Does he have 2 or more? I'm trying to think. He has 2, at the most 4 first-round exits. I'm not sure. LeBron has 2 or 3 first-round exits. He didn't make the playoffs his first 2 seasons. Again, has nothing to do with what LeBron Ballboy said to me. And what about the percentage of years in the playoffs at all? Michael Jordan went to the playoffs every year except for the 2 years against the Wizards. So, and LeBron James needed the play-in to get to the playoffs. So, what's the percentage there? Some of the years LeBron James didn't make the playoffs. So I don't know which one has the higher percentage of playoffs wins. I think Jordan's is higher. This is crazy. The guy probably could have looked this up before he asked. I'm not looking it up. I'm not interested in it because the short had nothing to do with the playoff percentage. It had to do with how many rings, wins, losses in the finals, and how many seasons there was. Look, y'all can find this short. It's called LeBron Ballboy Logic, and y'all can look over these. So rings make him the GOAT, blah, blah, blah. It's insane. I didn't want to go too much in depth with it because this video would be 6 hours long, but y'all get the picture. LeBron Ballboy did exactly the same thing I was saying that the one did with me when he told me he would take a losing final record in more years over a perfect final record in less years. It's absolutely absurd, but they have to twist themselves into pretzels to defend LeBron. It makes absolutely no sense. Let me know down below what y'all think ring culture, and as always, we are ring culture because the whole point of the culture is to win rings for the culture. I love y'all. Peace.